And otherwise, we can finish off the rest of this floor at the very least without dying, or so it would seem. No promises, of course. See how she goes down here. Not too shabby. And let's not hit into Snake quite yet. Please and thank you. Not too bad. I guess the single polar bear zombie is better than nothing, so we'll take you for now. Oh, if I could get the Hydra as well, though. Please. Hydra zombie, yes. 14 damage. It's only 4-headed. So, you know, could definitely be a bit better here, but I'll take whatever I can get at this stage. And that should be just wonderful for the time being. I do want a scroll of digging. Please and thank you. So, I guess I don't really need our Arlec and our corrosion since we have that on our ring here, so I can just leave that bad boy for now. To replace my strength ring with this slightly better strength ring. Lose a lot of slaying, but that's not the end of the world here. Let's try it on for size and see how she goes, shall we? Immediately bring up the fire. Steam deal. Always a lovely delicacy for any aspiring adventurer here. And, okay, that floor of lair, much smoother. Just super quick, no problems whatsoever. Love to see it. Let's try and get a better Hydra on this one, shall we? Come on, Bessie. Okay, this is a promising start in general. Just getting a few yaks to join us as well here. And a 6-headed Hydra. Okay, kill everything. Come on, we can do it. Yeah. Okay, we got the Hydra. Oh, and there's still so much more combat to go. Holy moly. Yeah, do you want, let's get a few of you grabbed real quick here. Why the heck not? Rinse and repeat. If it works, it works. And then just keep burning, and let's see how big of an army we can get this time around, shall we? There we go, our reap is done. It's not incredible, but it's still a nice array of forces. Unfortunately, most of them took a decent amount of damage in the process of gaining them, but hey, that's fine. These things happen. And let's kind of let our friends do the talking for us here to start off. And in fact, if they can do enough damage, we could potentially replace them. I'm sorry to say. Oh man, our Hydra is just so good. Okay, now's the time though. I think this is the moment of truth here. Then we can start reaching out and grabbing all of you. Can I hit both of you rats? Perfect. Okay, start the army once again here. Come on, Bessie. We can do it. Sure, just grab the rats. That seems like a useful strategy here. It's not like there's scarier monsters around or anything like that. But that's fine. And we get Starburst. Penetrating bolts fire in every direction, 60-11. Sure, it is what it is. Not probably what I would have picked if given the option. But that's kind of the beauty of it, is that we are not given the option. So let's just make do with what we have in store for ourselves here. That includes, oh gosh, being slowed by a snail at the most inopportune of times. Hate that. Very much hate that. Well, could immediately use our new spell. Slightly terrified of just leaving because I think that slowed and having these buddies next to us is going to be a decent amount of damage on our escape, unfortunately. Well, let's take a quick second here to think through our options at the very least. Wall of Briars probably would have been a good idea to get going earlier on in the encounter. Probably would have been borderline intelligent to do so, my bad. What else? What else? Maybe we do just risk taking these friends upstairs. Yes, 60-11 damage. Probably murders all of you. Well, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. That immediately gives us a decent number of friends by our side, so that's kind of nice. Then I just reach out and grab you. Kill the rat. Oh no. Ice damage. I'm so close to dead. Holy moly. Well, this is exciting to say the least. I don't have any more blink scrolls. I could just heal wounds and hope that's enough. Our Hydra is about to become petrified, unfortunately. Still have the rest of our buddies working for us here, though. 16 damage, 14 damage, another 16 here, I believe. What are you kids doing? 16 on each of these Hellrat zombies. That's very nice. Oh, me oh my. Not exactly ideal no matter how you slice it. We never did find our fear scrolls, unfortunately, so that's one less tool at our disposal here. Oh, and we're right cold vulnerable because I'm not using that staff anymore. That's why that hurt so badly. Of course. Has no effect on targets that are already frozen. No effect, like no damage as well. Maybe just maybe. I could Starburst again. It would take most of our health just to cast it. Exactly half of it, to be more exact. Fairly likely to kill you. Fairly likely to kill you. Do we just risk it all here? One last roll of the dice. Probably not one last roll of the dice, just another roll of the dice, I guess, is more fair. 60-11. Right, that's what I'm worried about for sure. Railbird, the Rhyme Drake, they're immediately hitting us, so that's why if we can kill them in one swoop, that's something. Our other option is to just chug heal wounds and hope that's enough, but with our slow, I'm slightly concerned about that. Kind of need our friends to do some good work there. And I guess so we can see who is everyone targeting. Okay, you're still catching your breath. I see. So we're momentarily safe, but I don't know how long that will last. I might go for one heal wounds and hope that's net positive. I'm no longer slowed. So in that sense, it's net positive, I guess. You are no longer catching your breath, though, my friend. You're 20 damage. Am I even able to escape up the stairwell? Well frozen? Don't believe I am, unfortunately. Oof, oof, oof. Definitely put ourselves in a bit of a nasty situation here, all things considered. Just trying to work on my head whether it's worth it at all to try to heal out of it, or if I should just take the risk of running upstairs, hopefully not dying in the process, and just resetting all of this nastiness that we found ourselves in here. Of course, it's still an option to just Starburst. Hope it kills everything. It's like a 50-50 shot, since they're mostly sitting at exactly half the max damage output of the spell. So if everything rolls kind of average. And Clutch the Weaver and then go up maybe. I'm slightly concerned that we won't get the opportunity to do both of those actions. Because I do think that the Weavern could also just kill us in one hit, technically, if we roll badly on AC. It's not super likely. Ideally, it's not too much of a concern for us, but it definitely could happen. I think I'm gonna risk just running. Clutcha? Clutcha? Holy moly. Okay, dokes. Well, that was fun, kids. Let's, oh my gosh, we're still so close. All roads lead to the hellhole here. Interesting. But we're still alive, and that is the important bit, of course, so we'll just try to keep that up, if at all possible here. We can immediately start building our army once again, so that's nice. And in fact, it's already a decent start for us here. Don't cold bolt me. Thank you. Is there anything else I can kill while we're still reaping over here? Hey, I'm reaping here. Fantastic. At least one more weaver into our side, and then I think that's pretty much gonna do it for us. Oh, or a basilisk as well. How about that? Better played Rift Wizard? I have not lost Zot. No, I've heard really good things, and I've definitely watched a decent amount of Ninth Settler playing it, but I've not tried out the game for myself at all. Been meaning to, for sure. But unfortunately, that just means it's one of many, many games on the list of like, oh gosh, I want to play this so bad. But I don't have enough time in this world, unfortunately. At least not while I'm playing Elden Ring on the side, because that has taken up the most of my time over the last long while here. What little gaming time I do still have available at the very least. Oh, hi, Mark. Also, let's not just leave these scrolls lying around. That was my stupid brain. Triple Sword of Flaming, we can drop you for the moment here. And as much as I'd like to have an army of Death Yaks, I think I have a decent little crew here. So I'm just gonna burn our way through them. Ooh, and there we go. We've managed to hit all of our skill caps once again here. I don't even know what I want to do with my life. I guess more fighting. Probably some more armor will come in handy in the future here. Not really at the moment while I'm still in my robe, but I'm hoping to switch into something a little more robust as we continue forward. And speaking of robustness, let's put our ice armor out. Sorry, can't talk. There we go. Not too shabby. And we did lose most of our army in the final moments here, but that's not the end of the world, as we are getting a little bit close to finishing off the floor regardless. And so we should be just fine here. If I press Control Chase, set my travel speed to my slowest ally, I'll just say clump closer. That is true. Well, let's try it out. Let's see if having them a bit more handy here helps us out in the long run. I'm sure it will. But we'll give it a shot here, shall we? And let's see. I could just Starburst. A little bit of collateral damage, but these things happen. Sorry, friends. Little callous on my end, but again, needed to be done, maybe. Oh wait, this is layer 5. Why am I exploring layer 5 even? I mean, it's a bit of an indication as to how well the run is going that I managed to get this far without even noticing we were in the final area. Definitely can't complain about that, but let's just get out of here for now and head to somewhere a little bit more our speed for the moment here. We can always come back and finish that off as a nice little victory lap after our S runes or something. So potentially go to Orc. Another option is just back out to regular dungeon to finish off the remaining 3 or so floors there. Let's start off on Orc because we should be able to make our way through with relative ease. Arug, Josephine, and Sonia walk into a bar. Hello, my friends. This is actually a bit of a conundrum here. Do I just leave? Do I try at least a little bit to fight here? Because it's going to be a nightmare the next time I come down and all these buddies are expecting me and get a chance to attack here right off the bat. I was going to say attack of opportunity, but now that those are actually a feature in the game, they no longer is quite as general of a term here, but I'm sure you get what I mean. Probably will just leave, unfortunately. What type of weapon does Sonya have? +1 dagger of distortion. Always some fun distortion action going on. At least I'm not too worried about Sonya with like Vile Grasp or Clutch. Bornier's Vile Grasp? What are you even called? Oh, it is Vile Clutch. Gosh darn it. Distortion weapon, then you try and take her out for sure. And then yeah, I'm mostly concerned about Uruk just machine gunning javelins our way here. Because yeah, Sonya, not really a problem. This buddy's going to hit pretty hard, but will die relatively quickly, especially if we just throw like a couple of starbursts at our problem. Wow, no one is in line of our starburst right now. Everything's perfectly, they're just out of range. And everyone's just happening to be standing outside of the raise there. Interesting. Well, thank you, game, for letting me know. I appreciate it. Let's take a turn or so in here, especially since we can immediately start bringing in zombie pals, and this will be a nice addition to our army. Can I hit both of you? No? It's gonna have to be Josephine then. Oh gosh, ouch. Okay, that definitely hurt quite badly. I have no good like blasting going on here. I have light, I guess, so I could, again, if I could hit both Josephine and Arug at the same time, that'd be nice. At least I can blind Arug, and then I can blind Josephine and murder her. Fantastic, even better. And then what's that there next? Maybe a grasp on Arug, a grasp on the Orc Knight, grasp on the Orc Warrior. Okie dokes, that went way better than expected. We're not completely out of it yet, but essentially there. And if we take a look, we have Sonya, we have Josephine. Do we have Arug as well? No Arug? Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Shame too bad, but hey, still a nice little selection of pals here. Thank you for all your hard work, friends. Not too shabby. Did we just say no to Curari darts? I might actually want those. Let's pick up those bad boys. They'll be useful at least for a tiny bit longer here. And then, I guess, do we keep going down? That's probably worse than we can expect the majority of Orc to be, really, at the end of the day. Man, I hate saying goodbye to my friends, though. Especially, we got so many uniques in this batch. It's gotta be a rarity. Oh, we did have Arug. Oh my gosh. So we have Sonya, Arug, and Josephine, and I have to just release them into the dirt? Sorry, friends. Wish I could take you with me. Had to be done. I'm gonna tab fight those buddies for no real reason whatsoever, but just because I can. And then I'm not too concerned about the rest of you either. There we go. Never mind, I lied. I'm slightly concerned about all of you now. Woohoo. Never a dull moment. There we go, we get the Orc Knight. Let's see, how is an Orc Knight? Up to 20 damage? That's alright. It's definitely not too shabby here. And if I just let all of you Kidlywinks do all the hard work, fantastic. Do like this Orc too, it's pretty dang straightforward to deal with at the end of the day. When everyone's so broken out into all their little homes and hovels. So I would gladly take that. Okay, here we go. This is where things get a bit real once again here. I guess I can just start walking away at the very least. Reach out and clutch ya. Reach out and clutch ya. Man, I love Djinni so much. Being able to endlessly cast with only your life at stake, thing of beauty. Just wonderful every time. And if all of you Kiddlywinks could line up, actually that's pretty much good enough in its own right. Reach out and grab both of you, and perfect. Then I just fart. Kite was the word. I don't know why fight or fart were the first sounds out of my mouth, but we can just kite the warlord till the ends of the earth. Fantastic. And we'll see, that's probably not the worst this area has to throw at us, but it doesn't get a heck of a lot worse than that at the end of the day. And as soon as we get a half-decent vault to replenish our zombie army here, I'm more than happy to try to do so. Not a great rapier, so I'll just have to leave that by the wayside for now, and let's keep on moving on here and see what else we can get our grubby little paws on. That's an okay starburst. Good enough, I guess. If we can just continue to murder things quickly enough, we have an infinite army on our hands. It does not look like we will be killing things quickly enough, especially with a bunch of, oh, I accidentally scorched as well. But all these arbalists, not exactly, looking great for us. And in fact, I'm probably just gonna start walking in the opposite direction. I will just murder you, my friend. Oh gosh darn it, you are an arbalist, buddy. Okay, new plan. Walk away. It's so tempting to try to fight you. I guess we kind of have to now. Okie dokes, not too shabby here. And there we go, okay. No arbalists, and just you and me, which is largely just you being kited till the ends of the earth, I hope. That's the dream, that's the plan as it stands. Not too shabby. Let's start reaping once again here and get a few orc warriors under our belt. Fantastic, not too shabby. Still not exactly the greatest army the world has ever seen here. Unfortunately, my lord, there is no such force, but we'll just continue forward and hopefully make it through the rest of Orc here in one piece. Seems like so far I will buy a magical cloak. Please and thank you. Immediately swap out our current one for a +2 just bright magenta cloak. Perfect. All I ever wanted. Exactly as we planned it out here. Not too shabby. And that should be the rest of Orc 2. Not too bad at the end of the day here. A couple of kind of tough rooms for sure. Some rough chambers, but nothing we couldn't handle. And final store. Anything with cult vulnerability not likely to be bought up, but I will at least highlight the mutation potion, same with the enchant weapon scroll, and I'll buy the ID scroll just to try and continue to work our way through our remaining objects here, slowly but surely getting everything ID'd. You know what? I'll take you. Thank you, friend. Join me. Oh, moly moly. Okay, there's where all the ID scrolls were hiding. Thank you. I will immediately grab up all these sons of guns. That's perfect. Getting our fear scroll ID'd as well. Wonderful. Okay, sorry, ogre friend. Brought you into this world just to immediately let you die, but hey, these things happen. Sometimes it's just the way of the world. Oh, someone had a distortion weapon. Oh no. Okay, was not paying attention. Turns out somebody had a distortion weapon, I believe. So that's rough. Yep. +1 hand axe of distortion, how about that? Well, folks, here's to hoping we find an exit. At least we have a lot of regen. That's kind of nice for Abyss. No, no, no flying skulls, please. Shucks. Flying skulls make a lot of noise, so they're not ideal, but get absolutely wrecked. Never a doubt in my mind. Easiest Abyss ever, of course. Fantastic. Oh, just never punished. Love to see it. And perfect. We'll just pretend that we didn't make a horrible mistake and just blitz our way through the rest of our little Orc 1 subsection here. Never didn't have it. Just beautiful. And scorch, scorch, scorch. Till the ends of the earth. Fantastic. Okie dokie. So I guess that's Orc for you. Got through it pretty dang quickly, so it's probably just going to be back out to the regular dungeon for now and try to finish off the remaining bits and bobs here. Oh, right, I forgot. Francis with Throw Icicle at 3d23. I mean, I could try to Phantom Mirror you and just maybe have enough damage output to get through. What's your willpower like, Duchess? 3 pips, so that's very unlikely. Like, this should be like 0%, 10% better than expected, honestly, but still not ideal. Could grow an Oak Globe or 2 and Phantom Mirror, and with our powers combined, that should be good enough to murder even the most stalwart of Pandemonium adventurers here. But it's scary. I just had one source of cold resistance. I guess I could take off my buckler and swap over to the staff temporarily. Let's play it safe, shall we? Let's not get too out of our gourd here. Immediately get hit by shards of ice. Perfect. Exactly as we drew up. But okay, we'll bring you out. Oak Globe as well. Try to reach out and grab both of you. Fantastic. Reach out and grab you. Oh my gosh, Francis, you never stood a chance. It's not even close. Don't even know how much action our Francis friend here got in there. It was mostly the Oak Globe just absolutely smashing it out of the park there. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Strip you of your fire resistance before just spamming the heck out of that. Okay. You kids see that? Distortion hand axe. That's right. This time I'm paying attention, you son of a gun. Just try me. I'm hoping to never again fall victim to the exact same trap on this character. We'll see how it goes, of course, but that's the dream at the very least. Right, Yaktar Captain, at least you are not fast. And I can also just put up a wall of briars, then keep grabbing you, I guess. Bedhas kind of sick, actually. Now that I'm just using them as pure utility to kind of cheese my way through. Okay, that haste kind of sucks. Can I paralyze you? Fantastic. Holy moly, what did you have? +6 dagger, Vorpal. Okay, that's why you hurt even in close range. That's something I probably should pay attention to when I decide to take a fight on, but that's fine. All is well that ends well. Reach out and grab you, my friend. Reach out and grab you. And rinse and repeat. This is my life now. And that should be enough. Fantastic. Just keep using and abusing our constriction here as much as we possibly can. No idea where that frost giant has gone, so that's slightly terrifying. There you are. Never mind. What's your range? Is it like 6 on your bolt? Or oh, it's only 5? Okay, I'm within 5. My bad. But only spending 1 turn within 5, not the end of the world. Is there anything I can hit you with at this distance? Not so much, eh? just continue our pattern here. There we go. Brilliant.